Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of The Spark. Hope you're doing fantastic on today. And I hope that life is preparing and giving you everything that you desire. I'm Coach David, and I'm super excited to be here with you and to just share a couple of things with you that I believe is going to, as I always say, take you to the next level. If you apply these things to your life is going to be better. Your life is going to grow. Remember, I wrote the book called You Are the Architect of Your Life, meaning this right here, that you get to design, build, and live the life you want. Man, that means so much to me to be able to say that to you because I know it's true. Some people don't know it's true, but I know it's true. And I know that if you will take the principles that I share in the book and then use it, oh my goodness, your life will be tremendously better. Well, today I'm going to talk to you again about thinking big. Now, last week I talked to you about it's time to think big. Today I want to talk to you about thinking big, the danger zones, because you have to be aware of the danger zones of thinking big, and they are out there. Let there be no doubt about it. They are danger zones when you think big. And a danger zone is nothing more than a situation or circumstance that is hazardous or controversial. Let me give you an example. Let's say, for instance, I'm out running and it's right now in North Carolina where I'm at, it's like 97 degrees. And so I can get into a danger zone if I run and my temperature exceeds a certain amount. So I have to be aware of that. I have to be cautious of that could be hazardous to my health. I'll give you another example. Let's say, for instance, you go out and you buy some type of food that's supposed to be refrigerated and you leave that food out on the counter and you just, you forget about it. It's happened. You forget about it and you leave it out. Well, you could be in a danger zone of contamination to the food. And if you eat it, it could have an ill effect on you. So I want to talk about those danger zones of thinking big. Now, last week we talked about thinking big, and we said when you think, you're directing your mind towards someone or something. And what you're really doing, you're using your mind to actively connect ideas and put ideas together. And we said that you ought to think big. And we said that when you think big, you're thinking on a grander or a more extended scale. And we also said this, and I think this bears repeating again, that you get to determine what big is for you. What big is for you may not be big for someone else, and that's okay. It is your life. Once again, you're the architect. You can build it as big as you want, and that is exactly your right to do so. So let's talk about these danger zones. There are three that I want to talk about on today. Now, I know there can be many danger zones, as many as you can think, and that are out there. But I want to talk about three particular ones that I believe are really, really causing people not to think big or is hindering their thinking big. So what I want to do, I want to talk about them. And then I also want to show you and demonstrate to you ways that you can overcome these. So they all start with P. You know how I like to do it. I like to pick a letter and just go with so we're going to talk about people, passion, and progress. Those are the danger zones of thinking big, as Coach David wants to give it to you on today. So let's jump in. People. There are people, whether you believe this or not, there are people out there that don't want you to succeed. That's right. I call them snipers. Okay. They're out there and they don't want you to succeed. And those people that don't want you to succeed, there could be any number of reasons why they don't. I like to say it like this. Your success may be offending their mediocrity. In other words, they see you climbing the success ladder, for you, and they don't like that because it puts the spotlight on them of what they're not doing. So they are out there and they're taking cheap shots at you. They may be saying things, they may be doing things. It doesn't matter. Listen, I think this is important. When you understand that people are going to say and do things because you are out there getting after it, That's just proof that you are out there getting after it. So you don't get into a tussle with them. You don't get into a fight with them. You don't go around and around and around with them. What you have to understand is that that's proof that I'm out here trying to get something done. And because I'm out here attempting to get something done, I'm not going to let somebody who's taking a shot at me or a cheap shot at me bother me. I win. Listen to this. I win when I refuse to retaliate. That's right. Now, when you retaliate, you're going to their level. But if you will stay big and not go small, you're going to win. And I like to say it like this sometimes. Sometimes people are not against you. They're just for themselves. And in the process of that, they may take a shot at you. And so you hear all of the things that are going on in the world now about this guy dissing this guy and all this other kind of stuff. And really, at the end of the day, all of that makes no sense. Just go live your life. Just go do you, and you will be successful. So don't let people, that's the first danger zone. Don't get into that danger zone of allowing people to throw you off of what you're going for. You know, if they want to take the cheap shot, they want to be a sniper, let them. Let them. But here's the truth of the matter. You keep progressing forward. You don't retaliate. You don't get into a disagreement, an argument, or any of that with them. You keep doing what you're doing in being successful. That's the P for people. Here's the second one, passion. The passion, the reason why I use that, because sometimes we all go through this. We get the feeling of maybe I can't do this, or I don't have what it takes, or, you know, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I don't look good enough. Listen, I talked about this last week, so I'm not going to belabor this point a whole lot. Quit selling yourself short. Listen to this. As you think you are, that is exactly how you are. So if you think you're not good enough, you're not. Okay. So I got to get you out of this mentality of self-depreciation and selling yourself short, and get you to a level where you understand, yes, you are good enough. Yes, you can get it done. It's all about the way you think. Listen, think about your assets over your deficits. And remember what I've shared with you so many times before. If you want to sit down and look at it from the standpoint of maybe I can, maybe I can't, whatever the case may be, you can do that. But I will promise you that you're going to go out there and you're going to look and you're going to find some people that don't even have what you have, and they are doing that and more. So that is proof positive that you're okay. And I like to say this right here. You got to know yourself, quit selling yourself short, go for your assets. Yeah, work on your deficits, but definitely hang on to your assets. And I will say, as a man or woman thinketh, so is he or she. If you think you are, you are. If you think you're not, you're not. Get that passion back in there. Start thinking big again and get out of that danger zone of passion. But that's worth the price of admission. And here's the final one for you. The final one is progress. What do you do when you get into that danger zone, when it appears that your progress has slowed or maybe even stopped? You know, you were trucking along and you were getting it done, and it just seems like things aren't coming together. The people that you need aren't coming together. Things aren't happening the way you look at it. I'm going to give you the perfect answer to that. If you think I can do better, it sets your mind into play to do better. That's the truth. I said it before. However you think, that's exactly how you are. So if you look at it and you say, man, my progress has slowed, that's okay. That's all right. I can do better. And when you start thinking doing better, all the pieces come together to do better. You've got to plant that seed in your mind that I can do better. When you plant the seed, I can do better in your mind, now it's just like planting a seed in soil. All the nutrients and the water and this and that, everything that is needed to cause that seed to produce as it should comes to the aid of that seed. It is the exact same way with you. When you plant the seed of I can do better in your mind, everything starts to come together. So what? Somebody did you wrong. It's okay. Think higher, think better, think bigger, and watch what's going to begin to happen. So those are the 3 danger zones that I wanted to talk to you about on today. I wanted to help you with that because when you're aware of the danger zones, you know it can be hazardous, you know it can be controversial, but you know how to overcome it. And I'm giving you something on today to help you overcome people, passion, and progress. I hope I have been a blessing to you. Listen, do me a favor. Please share this with someone. Post this on your page. Post this somewhere on your TikTok, whatever the case may be, so that people can get out there. We need everybody thinking big and not, understanding how to navigate the danger zones. And if you will do that for me, I greatly appreciate it. Until the next time, remember this right here. You are the architect of your life. Remember, you design it, you build it, because you're going to live it. And since you are going to live it, you might as well make it as big as you want it to be. And here's the second part. I'm Coach David, and I believe in you. I will see you next time. You have a great one. Bye.